Hi everyone. I thought I would come back to finish the journal entries that I have. I will again post in the description how you can get money on the books for Travis if you want to. The rest of what I have here is kind of an explanation as to how he ended up getting kicked out of the dorm or the events leading up to it. So I will start with August 5th. I was pulled out of the dorm to explain my most recent grievance to the visitation supervisor and a lieutenant. I used the kiosk to make my complaint. The COs printed off my grievance, but wouldn't let me read it. They insisted that I should know what's in it since I wrote it myself. They accused me of complaining too much. In my complaint, I argued that the notary should have been available on Tuesday. A few days previously, the lieutenant told me the notary shows up on Thursdays and that I should have put in a request on that day, which I actually did, and I let him know it. They said that the notary shows up whenever she feels like it. The inmate handbook shows a schedule of every Tuesday, but the guards said that there is no schedule for the free jail notary. The guards accused me of being the only one complaining about the lack of notary services here. The notary serves as just a professional witness to signing legal documents. The lieutenant told me that bad things are going to happen to me if I file illegitimate grievances, and I'm pushing my luck. He was the correction officer I asked to have fired in my grievance. He certainly confronted me. This is rare to have black shirts call an inmate into the hall to discuss a complaint. This discussion wasn't private, unfortunately. It happened during pill call, and the door flap was open. I asked the COs what the barriers are to preventing them from bringing back visitation privileges for inmates. They wouldn't answer. I also talked about how smoking funds exist in public buildings, but the guards wouldn't hear. However, this got the inmates' attention. As I explained my complaint to the guards in the hall, other inmates were listening through the door flap. These inmates were not the most honest and honorable people around either. The biggest agitator listening is in for a very long time, with a 17-year sentence for selling stolen goods, I believe. These other inmates may have already been harboring resentment against me over the past 4 months together. This tension may have been building between us. I think I felt it, but I was trying to be as distant from everyone else as I could. It wasn't enough. The lieutenant told me to be more careful about what I say to them when I file a grievance, but the guard was talking about for his institution. A few inmates who overheard seemed to take this warning to me to be an enabling push to speak up against me as soon as I re-entered. I heard one big voice yelling at me for talking about the smoke, and I heard other voices in the short distance as well. Most inmates were sleeping at this time, but it seemed that some of them may have woken up to also yell at me as well. I responded that I couldn't breathe in the smoke, but that didn't calm them down. The 17-year sentence inmate walked close to me looking angry and talking trash to me. I was half expecting him to take a swing at me. I have seen him get into fights before. He's a tough guy. I waded through some of the yelling to see if they would calm down a little bit, but they wouldn't. Instead, they started making statements that I should tell the guards that I want to leave the dorm and that I should pack up my belongings. My bed was in the far back, and I could see other inmates walking towards my bed. I didn't risk any fight and told the other inmates that I will let the guards know that I'm willing to leave on my own. Guards heard yelling, and they quickly ushered me into the hallway. I was removed from the dorm. My belongings were left with the angry inmate's hands. They were not going to be fair with my stuff. They wanted my coffee. Many of those same inmates were trading pens for coffee with me. They seem like they expected me to just give them coffee instead. The other inmates started stealing my belongings and most of my food. I was taken to a shower stall and locked inside. People in the hole used that shower stall. One guy in the hole said that he already heard about the other inmates having problems with me, so he also made threats accordingly. I couldn't even see his face. I heard the lieutenant walking by and telling the other guards to allow a fight to happen, that way both go into the hole. He doesn't like to see inmates removed only for arguments and threats. While I was looking around the shower stall, I could see bloodstains everywhere that looked a little fresh. Disease can spread under these kind of conditions. Louisiana is the highest in the nation for spreading diseases. Look at the shower in the hole and you can see why it's so bad here. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for following along with Travis's unfortunate journey. And I will keep you all posted as I get more information. Thanks for watching.